These are Finnish baggy skin foxes. They were bred to look like this. Rare red sprites found in the sky, usually above thunderstorms. A cafe in Japan is hiring paralyzed people to control robot servers in order to still make an income. Anyone know what this is? It's about 4 centimeters long, and it scuttle away when poked with a stick, so it's real. Google Lens didn't come up with anything that looked right. Having a barbecue, and there's a tent in my backyard. Jane Hilliard was involved in a car accident in sub-zero temperatures. She walked to a friend's house 2 miles away, but collapsed 15 feet outside of the door. Temperatures dropped to -22 degrees Fahrenheit, and she was found frozen soiled at 7 a.m. after 6 hours in cold. Doctors could not administer a hypodermic needle because her skin was too hard to pierce. On top of that, nobody could get an accurate reading of her temperature because her body temperature was so slow. At one point, her heartbeat was as slow as 12 beats per minute. Doctors resorted to wrapping her in an electric blanket to help her defrost. After spending 49 days in hospital, she miraculously revived and has no brain damage. Just moved. This is my new basement. The Vietnam Draft Lottery. Each capsule contained a day of the year on it that picked draftees by their date of birth 1969. Woman marries ragdoll and gives birth to a ragdoll baby. Sign above the cadaver lab. Let conversation stop. Let laughter cease. Here is the place where the dead delight to teach the living. Infestation turns roof into mass beehive. This is what potatoes look like after 10 months of sitting in a basement. Polar night in dying town. Remember when a 2 meters tall, 95 kilo kangaroo with a tournier was just roaming Brisbane, Australia? The silhouette of our fiddle leaf fig. Tim Burton's original drawing of Edward Scissorhands. Faceswap with a parrot. Mowed my yard and came back the next day to find the yellow garden spider had made a human-shaped pattern in their web. This picture of Brad Pitt is unsettling. Those water bottle shadows. This ripped package. Strong serial killer vibes in this bar basement. Spider season in Australia. The last photo of Christopher McCandless. Arnold Schwarzenegger and his classmate both 18 years old. Deviled eggs my friend's mom made for a baby shower. Huntsman nest discovered in a possum habitat box in Australia. Running birds. Remains of Vladimir Komarov, aka the man who fell from space. My grandma's piggy bank that sits at the end of the hall. My grandma said the pig's smile makes her smile. This is a wasp nest that has grown around the floodlights on a garage. Babies with teeth are my new sleep paralysis demon. Why does this dog look like it should be in a horror film? During World War I and World War II, lingers were used to reconstruct noses. Patients received a new nose, but also lost a linger. Halloween in the early 1900s. I went with my friend to check this local swimming pool in our neighborhood, and it looks like something out of the back rooms. Creeped us out actually. My cat kept disappearing, and I found him hiding out in the gap underneath my stairway. The original photo of the sick train depot in Denmark. The elephant's foot. Schistosoma worms known as giving ancient Egyptians the title men who menstruate. 2 vacationing students, Listen Froon and Chris Kremers, went on a hike with their dog. Days later, the dog returned alone. All the authorities found puzzling clues, including a camera with 100 mysterious photos from their hike. The pictures only added to the mystery of their disappearance. A very sturdy foundation. This storm cloud formation. The Chicken Man. Weird hole found behind a big framed photo that was glued to the wall. Driftwood, or one of Davy Jones' crewmates trying to grab your ankle. Sunflower seeds growing into sunflowers while still in the sunflower. Nope, that's not rain. Those are bugs on the Power of 5 radar screen. Millions of mayflies hatched near the Lake Erie Islands and are now flying east toward Euclid and Painesville. Don't worry, they don't bite. This is what goes through my mind when I'm in water that's over like 30 feet deep, even in a lake. We all scream for ice cream. Mike Tyson trying to eat a kid. Whale hands. This 1930s wood-carved outdoor in Copenhagen. Never leaving the house again without my flip lobsters. An abandoned morgue. I snapped a picture of my dog and caught her mid-yawn. Spotted an Istanbul last night. Shampoo commercial use people dressed in green suits to flip the model's hair. Horseshoe crab blood farm for medicinal purposes. Ever feel like you're being watched in a forest? The space shuttle was long assumed to be a type of fish or shark, but after it was decommissioned in 2011, analysis of its skeleton determined that it was actually a mammal. This diamond mine. Spider found in an oreo. This is neither a painting nor a Photoshop. This surreal image of camel thorn trees in Namibia is 100% real. Building a mountain road in China. Big toilets, like regular toilets, but with pig mechanics. These in the attic at a local library. I have a stalker, and he left me this book. I'm creeped out right now. Mummified dog found in a tree trunk. A jail cell from the Salem witch trial 1692. Somewhere out in Eastern Europe. Mass safe spider in my sister's bathtub. Turned out to be an aloe vera plant. Japanese spider crab. This episode of Adventure Time used to give me nightmares. A Japanese artist created a fully articulating action figure by splicing together pieces cut from 7 rubber duckies. The face of a bird dung crab spider. Underwater viewing window with lampreys. On the face of a person live small spider mites Demodex folliculorum, which mate in the pores of the skin. The winds were so strong last night. To keep kids off dogs. This huge pile of insect corpses under a well-fed spider in my garage. This entrance to an alleyway with a traffic cone in the middle looks like a really tall person. Hasbro has just introduced, and this is not a joke, their new nightmarish mascot for Nerf brand products named Murph. Murph's terrifying catchphrases unleash the play new. Here is Murph. This image from a TripAdvisor hotel review. Girl puts fish in her nail. Doll coffee table. In the dark of night in 1973, Henry McDaniel used his shotgun to fight off a mysterious creature, describing it as, it had 3 legs on it, a short body, 2 little short arms, and 2 pink eyes as big as flashlights. It was trying to get into the house. Neighbors reported seeing the exact same. Revisiting my old high school, when it was being torn down, saw these handprints on the office windows. This bird watching cutout. Facebook bringing us one step closer to serving our benefactors. SpongeBob's dead eye seared into bread and staring down my soul. Was just out on a walk with my dog when I saw this. Sat down in the restroom, look up and saw this. This joke on a kid's playground at the YMCA. What yard will kids never play in? A graveyard. The Darn Tao chicken. A chicken with abnormally large feet. How this giant Minions movie ad looks from this hotel room. Madonna close up. The nictitating membranes on tree frogs for some reason. The ruins of this old Spanish mission in the woods of northern New Mexico. Hotel hallway looks like the back rooms. Crabs on trees in Veracruz, Mexico. Realistic Lego figure. Watching me, but in the reflection. Ganges River Dolphins have eyes ripped from horror. Teeth are pretty scary too. Makes me think of Pan's Labyrinth. Head of a mummified cat. 664 to 30 BC. Ptolemaic period. Shrek the musical. Nothing like grandma's bedside lamp. Gift from my cat. Half a lizard. This Chihiro figure I found on AliExpress. That's the last time I hang my robe there. My girlfriend is house sitting for some co-workers and sent me this. The last photo of Jedhan Shokai Nyama, the 11th Panchen Lama in 1995, before he was kidnapped by the Chinese government. The Wolverine. My friend is going through a hectic chemo treatment and sent me this. So how about that creepy monkey wearing the Mickey Mouse costume in the 1934 film, March of the Wooden Soldiers? These pantry those baby dolls my grandma made decades ago. These Mickey Mouse costumes I found during a walk. A hamster yawning. The cover of this book. After you get your wisdom teeth removed, it usually leaves you with these slits in your gums that take a few days, weeks to heal. I find them really unnerving. Why you should never get ice from a restaurant. They rarely clean their ice machines. Yikes. I took an unintentionally terrifying photo at last night's Purity Ring concert. Sesame Street warning message. The following episode contains a sad topic of death and may be too intense for younger viewers. Parents may want to watch with their kids. In a Shell gas station in Noblesville, Indiana. Looks like the whole family is together. Cute rabbit ate part of Barbie's face. Laughing Salad, Santa Cruz, California. When we first saw these things we thought they were like dust/pollen from the trees outside, but then I realized they were insect larva husks. A children's ride spotted in a Melbourne mall. Happy Father's Day to you. And yes, those are his kids. Went to the bathroom at a packed theater, and it was completely empty and weirdly silent. This Pope statue watching us all eat. Killed a fly and a bunch of wriggling spawn emerged. The things you find riding. This image is of National Highway 227 in Bihar, India. 150 potholes in 20 kilometers, with the largest one being 100 foot wide and 3 feet deep. My dog stealing food at night. My wife's computer. The kids brought me an alien. Tick backlit by the sun, waiting for prey. Candle my grandma gave me. David Bowie statue. This sculpture on a pier facing out to the water. This diorama of the Mission Husseini Tumakakori. This gun rack at an antique mall. How they blocked out the eyes in this picture of someone with lupus. Hindenburg Disaster 1937. The all-seeing omen. Baby on a toy duck. Painting I found at an antique store. Phantom of the Eye. This bear on the black bed in a placemats. He's watching us. German folk art bear at a vintage store in Asheville, North Carolina. Just some dolls I found in the basement of an abandoned house. Potatoes yearning to be free. They are always hungry. You're looking at a 2,000-year-old exploded brain. Eyes look like the crick dealers of the animal world. Terrifying doll. Found a dead lizard. His position freaks me out. Cyberman X Darth Vader. Luke, I am upgraded. My co-workers found this holiday fairy deer thing in an old cabinet at work. Matagorda County, John Doe. These trypophobia-inducing white strawberries. This Brazilian Encanto performance. Massive hornet's nest. Door that popped up during construction at my old college. Tim Curry best role. This eyeless pepper band-aid. The Halloween prop room in my basement at night. Mizokaku from the Japanese children's program Bakaru no Shigako Hyodoro Gumi. This underground pipelines. The ice cream man. The grand stairway to the second floor in my suite in Dubai looks like it was built by the Umbrella Corporation. Found these at a local antique shop. This bar I'm sat in, Liverpool, UK. These McDonald's high chairs. And an IKEA is the partial or total absence of one or more nails on the dinosaur. Bought him in a craft fair. Still naughty. Needs a little cleaning up and maybe a new outfit in a home that appreciates him. About 24 inches. I almost shat myself before realizing it's just my towel over the door. This guy's wife who is about to get cyberknife radiation treatment on her brain tumor. David Sedaris new book Terrifying cover 2022. David Sedaris. Happy-go-lucky. The picture on the side of an ice cream truck that came to my school. Great grey owls have excellent hearing and mellocate and then capture prey moving beneath snow. A photo I took of a spider protecting her eggs. A doll my sister made. Hole I found in the forest. New addition to a bonfire in Portadown, Northern Ireland. Was helping my dad clean the backyard, and he dug up whatever the duck this is. The painting of Judy Garland on my dressing room door tonight. Hanging up in my Airbnb. Found these at a yard sale. Any ideas as to whom they may be mimicking? A small part of my mother-in-law's doll collection.